What's up? This is Hunter from Black Valve, and today we're going to do a little video about getting good audio into a phone. I'm sure you've seen 1,000 different ways to get audio into a phone. Some are better than others, and some are somewhat entertaining. But what we have today is really good video capabilities on our smartphones, and where it's always going to lack is in the audio department. There's not much you can do from a little microphone on the back of a phone from 12 foot away. You're never going to get good audio for your video if someone's trying to speak to camera or an example like that. There's a lot of different ways to get audio into a smartphone. This is what we believe to be the most cost efficient and highest quality. With those two things in mind, this is what we've come up with. This solution is universal. You can use it with iPhone or Android. Just selecting the correct adapter is all you'll need to do. Some places this setup is really going to shine is man on the street, where you have a microphone and someone's talking to camera. Or if you're just doing a voiceover to a video, this is a great way to get a microphone just to recording for your TikTok or your YouTube video, just to get good quality audio. So the main reason this setup is going to work well is the quality or type of mic that we're using. This is a dynamic microphone, and it's designed to capture your sound in such a way that you're going to get rid of all the background noise. The reason this microphone works so well is its directionality. A lav microphone or smaller condenser microphones are going to pick up more sounds from all directions. This microphone, you have to talk right into it, but that is kind of the point. It's only going to pick up what you were saying right into it. So with a pro or prosumer microphone, you're going to see what is called an XLR connector. You may or may not have seen this before, but it's a professional connection that is locking, and that is where we need to get from to your phone. One advantage of going with an XLR microphone is it is a upgrade path. This is something you can buy now and use with other equipment later down the road if you decided to upgrade to, say, an audio recorder or something like an audio interface. So to do that, we need a very special cable, and this cable is your ticket to entry. So we're gonna open this up and show you how it works. This is the Saramonic XLR to 3.5 millimeter TRRS. Now, we'll talk about the specifics, and this one is just a good cost-efficient one. There's nothing special about it. It's ultimately just a cable with a little bit of conversion going on. We'll have a link to this specific cable in the description, and it is good to look out. There is some other cables out there that may have the same specs but not actually work for you. We actually bought another cable that was the same in theory but did not work. All right, so here's your cable. On one end you have a 3.5 millimeter, which you've seen before for headphones. It's also called an 1/8 inch. That is the same thing. It's the same connection. It's just the size, metric or standard, imperial. The other thing to note is it is a TRRS, and what that is referring to is the actual construction of this male connector. You have T, which is for tip, you have R for ring, and R again for another ring, and S for sleeve. That's not important. It's just you should know that you need the TRRS in order to make it work with your adapter. On the other end, you've got your XLR, which is going to go right into your microphone. Worth noting, you could use this with any dynamic microphone out there. Some are going to work better than others, but this cable will not support a condenser microphone. So there are some microphones out there that do require 48 volts of phantom power, and what that means is that the microphone needs a power source, and that is actually carried through this connector. So you'll have a microphone that this connector will fit into, but it is not going to work with it because it will not supply that power. So you need a dynamic microphone. That is the difference. So make sure you have, when you're purchasing one, they even have condensers out there that look just like this. So don't be fooled by appearances. You can end up with the wrong thing. You can end up plugging this into a microphone and it will not work. We have two mics we're going to try out here. We have the SM58, which is made by Shure. This thing is a legendary microphone, and it's also known in the community as a hammer. because it is just that durable. This is something you buy once and you're gonna have forever. You can't kill them, and if you do, post a video because we want to see that happening. Another one we have here is the CAD D38. This is a really affordable microphone that we use all over, and it's just a good cost-effective solution. So we'll have both those linked in the description, as well as another Shure microphone, which is the PG48, which is the kind of little brother of the 58. I would say that'd be a good way to go if you're just looking for something to use here and there. 58's the winner. What you may run into out there is what's very popular is a TRRS connector, and that's basically this exact connector. It's a 3.5 millimeter. It's an 1/8 inch. That is just the size of it. But that TRRS versus TRRS is what you're looking out for. The difference is with a TRRS, you're only going to be able to supply headphones. With TRRS, you can do headphones and a microphone. So the way that these adapters work is they can supply your headphones, audio, but in order to get that microphone into your phone, you need that extra ring. So TRRS is going to be how it's going to carry that microphone signal into your adapter, which then goes into your phone. So on this little box included on the cable, you're going to see a switch for camera or phone. This comes down to the pinout of kind of how they're expecting these signals to be carried down the cable. So just know that if you're using it with a smartphone, be on the smartphone, switch over to a camera for a camera. So the next part of this puzzle is going to be your adapters. We have a Lightning to headphone adapter. We have a C to headphone adapter. This one's generic by UGREEN, and this one is actually Google certified kind of adapter type. But you know, we're looking and seeing that Apple is going to go all C, so that'll be exciting to see if these third-party ones will work with the iPhone 15 and onward. So yeah. Oh, you know what? Is this a third-party one? Yeah, it is. The microphone doesn't work on third-party ones. So our first test with the iPhone, this is non-OEM adapter. I was kind of thinking that it was, but now that I'm looking at it, it's not, because I think the OEM one's a little skinnier in the cable. You need an Apple certified adapter to make the microphone work. It's not going to work as a accessory for your camera and a lot of different apps unless you use the OEM one. With the iPhone, you're going to need the exact Lightning adapter from Apple to make this work. So we've got that now, and we're gonna give it a whirl. This little guy right here, you wouldn't believe how hard it is to get one. Or even harder than getting one, not losing it. So you'll plug this right into the phone, and you've got your adapter here that will plug straight in. And now it popped right up in my, it cued music right away, so it knows it's an audio device, which the other third party did not do. So now we're gonna go to the camera, go to video, and in theory,
microphone check 1 2. This is a microphone test and what it would sound like if I was speaking to this microphone, which I am. So you're gonna listen to it, and this is what it's gonna sound like.
So there you go. Bada bing. So if you have the Apple adapter, it's very easy to make this work with the iPhone. You don't have to change any settings to make this work. Just plug this in. As long as it recognizes it as an audio device, it's going to use the microphone that you have plugged in. If you want to listen to it though, you're going to have to unplug to hear it, because it's going to try to use this as a headphone output, which obviously there's no headphone plugged into this situation. So that'd be a good way to do a test, troubleshoot it, make sure it's working for you.
All right, so swinging over to the Android. All right, so here we're gonna go to video, and we are going to plug the UGREEN adapter in. This is third party. We're gonna see if that works. So wired mic connected, it actually tells you that. So you can tap arrow to change. So yeah, the Android's a little more friendly. You can pick between the phone mic or the wired mic. And you do have to switch on this phone over to the wired mic. So now that we're on video and we're switched to the wired mic, we're gonna record. All right, this is a microphone check with the phone and the microphone. There's a lot of phones involved with all this, you know, it's a little confusing, you know, like phone, microphone, but here's a check.
So that sounds really good right off the rip. Just listening through the speaker on the phone, you can tell it's way clear. The only thing you can hear is my voice. And it's a really quick and easy down and dirty solution. All right, so now we'll do a side-by-side comparison with the SM58 and this CAD D38 and just hear the differences between the microphones. This is a microphone check with the SM58 made by Shure. Shure microphones produce this microphone. It's called the SM58. This is the CAD D38 made by CAD, and it's called the D38. This is a microphone check. With this microphone, it's important that you are up on it and speaking right into it. But we'll listen to what it sounds like if it's a little further away. Maybe you can still hear it and see what kind of sound it's making. Now we'll do a quick test with the iPhone to hear the difference between the SM58 and this CAD microphone. All right, this is a test with the SM58 by Shure microphones. This is what it would sound like if you were talking into the microphone and to the camera. This is a test and only a test. Thank you for listening. And now a test with the CAD microphone. Check 1, 2. This is a microphone test and what it would sound like if I was speaking into this microphone, which I am. So you're going to listen to it and this is what it's going to sound like. So that is the down and dirty, cost-efficient way to get some good audio into a phone. The phone is very powerful with the video capabilities nowadays, and having this affordable, good-sounding audio at your fingertips is going to make content creation that much more accessible for you. If you have any questions about our setup and how we did it, or the specifics on how things need to be connected, please throw a comment down there and we'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to see more future content like this.